So tell your friend, tell your brother, your sister, financial intelligence. So yes, please share the link or share the video. There was an emergency, so I had to go somewhere and come back, and so that's why I'm a bit late. Okay, so you're welcome. Financial intelligence. Financial intelligence. I hope you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me, let me know. Yes. Financial intelligence. The other day, somebody was saying that if there is anything that we don't know, that is those of us in Africa, has a lot to do with financial intelligence, financial education, financial knowledge. And if somebody wants to put you in bondage, they will use finance to control you. They will use money. They will use wealth. As a matter of fact, the world is run on wealth. It's a battlefield on wealth. It's on money. That's why they say they have the first world, and then they have some other worlds. And they say when they say that the country is great, what they are trying to say is that the country is rich. That is why your classmates, if they see you and they act like they don't know you or they have forgotten you, it's because they think that you don't have anything. The moment they see that you have something, they give you respect. They give you acknowledgement. They don't forget the one with money. They forget the one who is struggling with their finances. The one who is struggling with their finances. So, and one of the key things that will make anybody struggle with their finances is the intelligence, financial intelligence that they have. And I think that every human being has a fair shot, in becoming financially free, financially independent. The difference is in the knowledge that they possess. The difference is in the content that has been put in them, the understanding of money, when they get money, the decisions that they make with the money. I think that is the difference. Even the difference between the worlds, China and let's say Ghana or Nigeria and another wealthy nation, is how over the time or over the period, their leaders have made decisions with their finances, with their money, with their wealth. So those who have become powerful, China is powerful now because China has become wealthy, which means that there are a lot of intelligence when it comes to wealth that China possesses now. And the other ones who are struggling, it is another form of intelligence that they have. So financial intelligence is really the accumulation of relevant financial knowledge and the discipline to apply that knowledge and the courage to keep trying. So it's a state of being. It's a state where when you reach any decisions that you make with money will yield you the desired results that you want. That is really the intelligence. So when they are playing football and they say that this boy is very intelligent, he has some serious intelligence with ball, it means that he's been trained over the time. He has the relevant skills. He knows how to maneuver, and you can depend on him to score. It means that he's very much intelligent. It's like when you were in the class. If you were not the last in the class and you were the first in the class, they said that you were very much intelligent. Why? Because you were serious with your books. They knew that when it came to the exam, you will score. And when others are playing, you are not playing. You are very much in love with your books and you get results. You get the A's, you get the B's, and they can count on you because you're intelligent with the books. The same, you cannot be financially intelligent and be broke at the same time. It's almost like it's impossible. So financial intelligence is reflected in the level of your finances, how much you are controlling now, whether you are free or you are not free, whether you are in debt or you're not in debt, whether you have any investment that is bringing money or you nothing is bringing you anything. They reflect the intelligence that you have had with money. reflect the intelligence that you have had with money. I think that every one of us must be taught financially. Every one of us must be schooled, must be educated. And if you don't have this kind of education, I don't know if all the other education, they are really important, because they will train you. They will give you all this training, whether you're a carpenter or mason or farmer or a nurse or a teacher or a police officer. They are giving you this kind of information so that you will come and work for money. Now, when you work for money and they pay you, the problem is that after they pay, nobody taught you what to use the pay for. So you believe, naturally, you believe that the pay is for rent, the pay is for school fees, the pay is for wedding, the pay is for nice shoes, the pay is for what? For you buying plane ticket and going to Dubai, building a nice house, changing your phone, buying nice clothes. That's what most of us know, that what the pay is for. That's why we fight for salary increment all the time, because our intelligence with money is controlled. So it's a state of being, and it's a state that you operate with money. Any level of your operation with money is of financial intelligence. So it starts with the right accumulation of knowledge, which is financial knowledge, and then through practice you become better. You make mistakes, you make errors, but then you also develop confidence, and so it gets to a stage where your money starts to take proper shape. So then you don't even worry about money issues again, at least for livelihood and for maybe your family and for the important things that operate in your life. So when you start life and they feed you, just as they fed all of us with a lot of wrong information on money. So many people have no idea what financial intelligence is. Many people have no idea what financial education is, what financial literacy is, what financial discipline is. They have no idea. They just came to life, and many of them can be highly educated in any other discipline. But when it comes to them developing their financial intelligence, they leave it for others. So it takes time to build this kind of intelligence. It takes time for you to build this kind of intelligence. It's an insight that you glean. It's an insight that you get after you have had the right understanding of money or finances. And then over the period you practice it, you get insight, which becomes very peculiar to you and your situation. It becomes very peculiar to you and your situation. And when they give you money, you can make the right decisions. You can make right decisions and right choices. So when you are in financial difficulties, it is likely that your financial intelligence was not that developed. When you constantly find yourself in financial problems, it's like contractors. When they get projects, they will go and look for loans. The same contract that they had to pay some money to get 10% to get that contract, then they will go and look for another loan, 10, maybe 30% a year, 40% a year. They will work for 1 year before they even get payment. And if the thing is on the market is 10%, maybe the rate is 10 cedis, they will try to give it to them 100 cedis. All kind of manipulations. And then they finish the project, they have 1 million. They think that they are financially intelligent. The financially intelligent person works with the principles of money. And one primary principle of money is that you have to be truthful with money. So when you're very intelligent with money, or when you're very intelligent financially, you can solve your financial problems. And you are very truthful with your dealings. You're very honest. You almost always likely will fall on the right side of money, on the right side of the truth, on the right side of ethics. So when somebody pulls out anything, the reason they will get you into trouble, somebody will sell something to you and you become so much interested in it, but you even forget, because you're only looking at the interest, you're only looking at the gains, you're only looking at the profit. It's because financially you think that you can do anything to get money. So when the guy was talking to you, he was trying to trick you, lie. He was giving you things that you thought, they are just telling you that when you put this money here, 100,000, when you put it in your bank or you buy this gold, in every month they are going to give you 20%. When your financial intelligence is low, greed takes over. Because then mathematics don't work, or mathematics don't make any meaning to you again. Because now you think that, this is true. I can multiply my money in 12 months, and it means that your intelligence is low. The one who is very much intelligent with their finances will say that, how are you going to work to pay your salary, pay all these things, and still give me 10%, 20% every month? What are you using the money to do? And why are you in haste to give this kind of money? They will look at the operations. They will not just be looking at the interest. They will look at the operations. They will look at what are you doing? What magic are you doing to get money? The financially unintelligent person is waiting for a miracle money. He's waiting for God to blow up one day and everything about his life will change. Because financially, he's not being intelligent. He's not. And the financial intelligence, as I said, is premised on your financial education, your financial knowledge, your financial discipline, the courage you express in making the right decisions with your finances. So they can't trick the financially intelligent like that. You can dupe them like that. So if they have been duping you, you have to go and check your financial intelligence. It may be in trouble. And your results will prove the level of intelligence that you have with your finances. The financially intelligent, there's a way that they think about money. Their mindset about money is so different from the others. So many things that they will not do. They have their financial goals. They have their financial plans. If they have money, they budget. If they want to embark on any project, they budget. They plan. They look for it. When they want to take a loan, they want to look at the interest rate. Is it right or is not right? They have different kind of skill set with money. That is why they are financially intelligent. And they understand numbers. They don't just hope. And they are very much stable in terms of their emotions with money. If anybody can tell you stories and the money is gone, it means that you are still in progress of development. Your intelligence is still not much. And they would have to trick you to a point where now you can say that these guys are tricking me. Then you see that you wake up. So your financial mindset, your financial skill set will go up when your financial intelligence is very up. But when you are very low, the things that you say, when you are engaging somebody, when you are talking to anybody, and the things that they say about money is, the training, utamaso. Nyamemre enemre pa. Nyami to meet me bibia. Ufifo na yawa unye skada. All those things will not be in the presence of financial intelligence. Because when you have financial intelligence, your success is predictable. You can predict your progress financially because then you have built the right. That's why you can predict that this skilled, this intelligent player will score. You know that boy in the class, because he's intelligent, the exam he will write and he will get you the A's. The other one that you are not sure because he's not practicing, he's not learning, he's not training, you will know that today he will fail or today he will pass. It's not sure. It's like lotto. The financially intelligent is not doing him a bet. He's not doing. You can't scam him. He's not depending on lotto to become financially successful. So when you're talking to somebody about money and they talk back and they're giving you all these kind of excuses, it's because financially they are not there. They are not intelligent. When you're intelligent with your finances, your language is different. The way you speak is different. The way you handle money is different. It's different. Your emotions with money is different. When others are going this way, you are on the other way. You have long-term plan. You are patient. You're able to solve your financial problems. And you're even the data you consume, the knowledge you consume, the books you read about finances, they're different. The financially intelligent people, their consumption, what they focus on is entirely different from the other ones who just hope that today, tomorrow, things will change. The financial intelligent is a constant learner of money, of finances. They're constantly researching, they're reading, they're learning because they know that yesterday is not today. See, they're constantly challenging themselves and their thought. And they are flexible. When they get to a stage where they know that there's a higher data, they don't hold on to that which was yesterday. The financially intelligent person, they see patterns. They can draw patterns. They can see that this one is going to crash. This one will stay. Those who are very much up to date, they would have seen that the bonds, these guys were going to touch it. No inside information, but those who are very much intelligent with money, they will see it. They will see it. They will see the economy. They will see the numbers. They will see the decisions that they will see even the discussions in the news. We don't say that, oh, I was just there. I went to check my bank and they reduced it. No, the financially intelligent is following it. They know. They can see that in December, this is what is going to happen. They see it. They are not just hoping. They see it. This is not somebody praying you. They see the numbers, they see the data, they can predict, they can tell you that be careful with this, because they're following. So they are constantly learning about finances, the financial intelligent person. They're curious. They're always asking questions. Why is this? Why is this that? They even know our economy, the way is different from the other economy. They know it. And they don't play with money. They don't play with money. The financially intelligent is very much critical. Very much critical. You can't trick them. If you put any figures there, they will fire you, because they have high level of intelligence with money. Many people, many in their country, in Ghana, many of our people financially are uneducated. And that's why you can see it. We just get money and we go and look for land to build a house. We get money, we buy a nice car. You look at Ghana, when others are building factories, we will get money and buy nice cars, build nice houses for ourselves. That's all. And that is our greatest achievement. And so when you meet a typical Ghanaian, he's looking for your car and he's looking for your house. And when you have these two, it means that you are very rich. No business, no factory, no farms, no properties, nothing. You just talk about your house, just drive a nice car, Escalade, Bentley, G-Wagon, all those. Once you see those, it means that the man is very rich. So for us, when you talk of somebody is very rich, you're not talking of his intelligence. We're just talking about he has a nice house. We have a nice house, nice clothes, He had a very nice wedding. Therefore, he's very rich. That is appealing to the financially unintelligent. Those who are very much high with their finances, those things are not attractive to them. And they know it. You look around and see those who own very huge companies in Ghana, factories, industries, big shopping malls, and ask them, what do they look out for when they say that somebody is rich? You'll be amazed. 95% of our people will never say those things. Why? Because financially, he can have PhD in accounting, but it doesn't mean anything. He can have a master's in whatever, works in a very, as a financial director or something. It really does not mean anything. Your financial intelligence will prove with your freedom with money, with your choices with money, with how much. You start life maybe at 20, you've completed college. If you are financially intelligent, by the time that you are 40, you should be financially free. Such that if you don't work anytime for the rest of your life, the investment, the decisions that you have made with money will continue to bring money to you. That is somebody who has been financially intelligent. Now, this intelligence, nobody is born with it. You have to learn. You have to make deliberate attempt, or you have to take time to study them. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to commit a lot of errors. You're going to be cheated. Somebody will trick you. But you know that I'm going to build this level of intelligence. And once that level of intelligence is there, it gets to a point you can make precise decisions with money. You can make precise decisions with money. When you have money, you invest it. We can know that these things that you're saying, they're right. So the youth always fall into decisions that do not help them, because that is all that they see. Yes, because intelligence, in terms of financial intelligence, and as a matter of fact, you have a problem. If you watch our TV and if you watch the social media, you know that I don't know the intelligence that we are building in anything apart from comedy and sports. And most people who are very much intelligent, a lot of these comedies are not attracted to them. And unfortunately, Africans and Blacks around the world, when it comes to things that are very much important, like finances, factories, technology, they don't mention us. It's only when it comes to entertainment and sports and comedy and maybe religion, then we are very much passionate and attached, and we are called upon. The other day, I was watching a documentary. They were giving all kind of statistics about the different races in the world. And when it came to the good things, like their finances, their investment, their ownership, they didn't mention the Africans. I know they are prejudiced. But when it came to those who were, in debt and divorcing, then they put the Africans there. I say, you see the way they categorize us. When it comes to serious things in life, they don't add us. Because we ourselves are not even adding ourselves. If you look at, go to the social media platforms in Nigeria or Ghana or Kenya, and look at what the young people are obsessed with. you see that the intelligence is low. And nobody, no group of people can be free until they're financially intelligent. If they're stealing your gold, your diamond, your oil, it's because financially you're not intelligent. That's why they're stealing it. The moment you wake up, you will say that, no, you can't come and mine here. You've been mining here for 100 years. What have you had? Nothing. So why do you continue to mine? If you get financially intelligent people to run the affairs of the country, you will see it. So when you're not intelligent, then the other side is that they say you can put the world there. When you are not intelligent, what are you? You know, you make wrong decisions and choices. You crash things. You make a lot of errors. You become foolish with a lot of your decisions. So when you have been foolish with your finances, it means that you have not been intelligent with your finances. And finances is not something that you play with, because it's actually life or death. If you're sick today and you go to hospital and they say that bring 100,000 for us to do the operation, do you have it? If you have it, you will live. If you don't have it, you will die. As a matter of fact, you go to hospital, there's a lot of people there that are dying every day because the finances are not there. So it's life or death. It's life or death. So you don't play with it. And if you want to control a whole generation and you want to subjugate them, you take wealth and financial intelligence and prosperity from the way they look at life. And I say that a lot of our institutions, even fundamental teachings that will create wealth here, they tell you that, no, we are focused on things of something, and we are not, these things are earthly, they are worldly. We are not, somebody taught you that so that they can control you forever. If anybody wants you to be free, they will teach you wealth. They will teach you finances. They will teach you wealth creation. They will teach you that you are able to take your destiny in your own hand, like what I'm doing. I want you to be free. And if you're not free financially, you cannot be free anyway. So when you're teaching your children to go and learn all these kind of things, and you're clapping for your child because he can code, no problem, he can code. He's very good with biology, no problem. He's very good with mathematics, social, and you're even doing brilliant science and math quiz, no problem. If they finish and they're going to wait for somebody to pay them, they cannot be free. You have to teach them that this world, the one who has money, controls everything. And that's why they want to take that kind of education from you. So go through from your primary school to your university. From your primary school to your university. Which part did they teach you? Financial intelligence. You know, so you were very good. You were the first of the class, mechanical engineering, agric engineering, mathematics, sociology, English. You were very good. But when you came out, after 10 years, you can see that your life, this is not what I began for. Because you are short, or you lack, you are in deficit with your financial intelligence. So the money that has come to you over all these years, 20 years after school, 30 years after school, you look at your life, you look at the beautiful woman that you promised to marry, you have 3 children now, 4 children now, you look at it and you're like, oh, wow. So did I bargain for this life? Most people are not happy. Not because their professional life is not okay, but because financially they are not there. Financially, they're not there. And financially, they're not there because they didn't focus on building their intelligence, their financial intelligence. They thought it was one of those things. It is not one of those things. It's a major thing. It's a major, major, major thing. So if you're a young person and you're listening to me today, make it a decision, make it a choice to upgrade your financial intelligence. And I'm saying that financial intelligence is built on proper financial education, on proper financial discipline, on proper financial courage, because somebody can have the information, but to take the step, you know, a lot of Ghanaians are like that. They will take all the information, but when it comes to action, they don't want to fail. They don't want to fail. So an economy loses. If you go and you lose all the money, what is wrong? You'll still be learning. That's something beautiful about life. If you don't take the step, you may be where you are. But once you take the step, there's a risk that you will fall. But if you don't give up, out of you falling, you keep going forward. And it comes to a point that you become brilliant, you become intelligent. And that's why you increase or you develop that financial intelligence. If you meet anybody who has some amount of wealth and who had to pick themselves from nothing, many of them would just had the sheer boldness to say that I want to go. And if they have to count all the errors, all the mistakes, all the pain to you, you probably will give up. But that is why. So the intelligence is built out of pain and mistakes and errors and challenges and difficulties, and you're not giving up. That's why the intelligence cannot be devoid of courage and discipline. The financial intelligence cannot be devoid of courage and discipline. So just tell yourself that if I have to change my finances, and if I have to change my finances, I must have the right financial data. And once I have the financial data, I have to put it into practice. And once I'm going to practice, I'm going to make a lot of mistakes. But then I'm in a journey, or I'm on a journey to increasing my financial intelligence. And that's where you stop blaming the government. Those who are very much intelligent financially are not blaming, they are not waiting for them. Because they know that they can. If you know it, you know it. If you have studied it, and when you see the choices that they are making, you can protect yourself. Because then you are very much intelligent. You can see. But when you're in darkness, the opposite of intelligence, when you are there, you're hoping that somebody else will hold your hand and your finances will change. You're hoping that the government one day will make a lot of good decisions and everything will change. You're hoping that God supernaturally will change your finances. It's because they have not taught you to increase your own financial intelligence. Financial intelligence is what we're talking about today. And when you want to develop that, you set your financial goals. You set goals. You have plan. You understand the language. When you're reading newspaper and you see financial technical words, you want to search them. You don't want to join. Well, the reason you are working 3 jobs, 4 jobs is because you have not been financially intelligent. And you have done that for 20 years. You're hoping that you'll be rich. You can't be rich like that. You cannot be rich like that. It's never true. It's the intelligence you have with the 1 cedi, with the 2 cedi, with the 3 cedi. If that intelligence is increased, you can do magic with the little that comes to you. But if you have no intelligence, they can give you millions. 3 years down the line, they come back, you'll be buying big cars and bigger houses, and you lose all the money because the intelligence is not there. The intelligence is not there. Even how you invest your money, it proves how intelligent you are with your finances. How you invest your money proves how intelligent you are with your money. If you're one of those boys who always say, I'm tired of renting, you just started the business. You want to buy land and build your house because you're tired of renting. Financially, you're not intelligent. So you're looking for comfort. You don't want to lose, you don't want to be poor, but you'll be poor. Because by the time you finish building that house, that business will be normal. And if that business is normal, the intelligent is looking for inflow. The intelligent is looking for status in society. So you have 200,000, you have no other money, and you want to go and build a house. By the time you finish that house, your business will be normal. And then you'll be looking for profit. You'll be looking for reasons behind you struggling financially. Don't look for any reason. Your intelligence is low. Your financial intelligence is low. So what you invest in proves the level of your financial intelligence. What you invest in, what Alhaji Dangote is investing in proves his level, of financial intelligence. You had money, $10,000. You want to look for a visa and travel. It proves your financial intelligence. You want to go to England with $10,000. Yeah. Do you know how many British people who don't have 10,000 pounds? You have no idea because of financial intelligence. If you had the intelligence, that $10,000 in 10 years' time will be millions. So your problem is not that Ghana is difficult. The problem is that you have not educated yourself. You have not schooled yourself. You have not improved your intelligence. You're still talking like... So what you invest in shows the level of intelligence you have with your finances. And nobody becomes greatly successful with their finances if their financial intelligence is not that key or is not that up. Nobody. You either achieve financial success in a crooked way, through cheating, through lying, duping other people, stealing, changing things, duping the country, or you have to be financially free with boldness, with intelligence, with truth, with your ethics that you can be proud of. But the other ones who use the other way eventually fall. And when they fall, it's hard for them to get back up. Because they did not do that with financial intelligence. They did that with greed and machination. So the hurdles that you have, the things that, so the things that you handle when you meet financial difficulties will prove or will show your financial intelligence. Let's say your business was doing so well, and then you went for this loan, which you didn't have to go. Or somebody just promised you, you believe it because you had no reason not to believe it. And then everything started to go down. How you handle that situation shows how intelligent you are financially. If you become sad and you crumble and you become pain and bitter and you can't fight back, it means that your financial intelligence was low. So build that, study, practice it. Because without it, in this life, you'll be slave. Nobody is free when their finances are out of shape. Our country, they say, is struggling because we are going to look for some money from some people. And those people don't want you to be free. So we come up to all kind of things all the time because the intelligence is in question. The intelligence is in question. So my name is Kwabena Darko. Today I'm talking about financial intelligence. I'm saying that financial intelligence is built on the information you have about money, about finances, the skill set, the mindset that you develop, looking at your situation, the things that you're going to build, the courage that you express. Those things prove the level of financial intelligence that you have. And it's a constant journey of you learning and studying. So when they give you money, the decisions and choices that you make with that money will prove that you are intelligent with money or you are not intelligent with money. When you're struggling with your finances, don't tell us that you're very good. You're not good. The struggle, you have struggled, or what to eat is in trouble. It means financially you're not there in terms of the intelligence. And you may not be humble enough to say that, no, I don't know this, so I have to go and learn. You are looking for all the reasons, every reason but yourself. You are thinking that, no. When you have money, the decisions that you make with money, they prove the level of your intelligence. Some people, when they get money, you have one shoe. Every month when they pay you buy another shoe. And your salary is not even enough, but you're always buying shoe. You're changing clothes all the time. You are changing your room, and you have no other source of income apart from your salary. You are not intelligent. And somebody will even say, when I pay my tithe, God will supernaturally take care of your finances. That's what they told you. If that were true, you will not be suffering financially. In Africa, when you say the truth, they fight you. And when you don't say it, the people are in bondage. When you say it, they say that you're against them. But when you don't say it, the people are in bondage. So you must go and free the people and take the bullet if you want. Because it's better for the people to be free. For those who are keeping the people in bondage, not be offended. They tell you that once you bring this money, your finances will change. Your finances is not going to change supernaturally. American gospel preachers taught that, and Africans have copied it. It's not true. If you are not intelligent financially, if you don't have any financial plan, financial discipline, you have financial goals, you don't have any financial structure that you're following, your finances will not change. And if you have 10,000 people in an auditorium and 2 people come to give testimonies, it does not mean that the other 10,000 are going to be free. I can tell you that if I put 10,000 people here, after finishing, when I finish talking, somebody else will raise their hands and say that it's supernatural, I have something. It's natural. Go to India, they do miracles there. Those things don't mean anything that much until the people are intelligent with the way they make their financial decisions and choices. So if you have left your financials in the realms of the miracle and the supernatural, God will do it, you will struggle. You will struggle. Those who are doing well financially, they have structure, they have plan, they are intelligent, they control a lot of things. They don't just make any decision. For the last 5 years or so, I and my wife, we've been making almost 90% of our finances have gone back to investment. We kept the same structure of cars or house or clothes, Not much, not flamboyant, nothing. We just kept that way, when we started to get some surplus, we intentionally started to invest them somewhere, that we had control. And we had to do that consistently. When others were changing cars, we didn't care. When others were changing their rooms, we didn't care. Changing their children's school fees, your salary is 10,000. Your children is going to school that they pay $1. Financially, you are not intelligent. You think that they are giving them education, they are not giving them any education. Those children cannot fight with that kind of education. They can't fight with that. Because the education for life is different from education for certificate. They are giving them a certificate in English. They are speaking English. They're not Europeans, but they are teaching them like European children or American children. They can't fight. Because when they come out as African children, the difficulties that they are going to meet is different from the difficulties that their white classmates will meet. So what you need to teach them is financial intelligence, how to build a business, how to create wealth, how to be tough, to be resilient. When you're financially intelligent, you're resilient. You don't just quit. You don't just give up. You set a plan. Other things will come and, hit it. You don't just give up on your plans because you're intelligent. When the footballers hold the ball and people are coming, crossing them, attacking them, because they are intelligent with the ball, they don't lose the ball. They want to score. So all the other things that come between them and the pole, they don't stop them. That is somebody who is intelligent with the ball. The same. If you are intelligent with your finances, no problems that come between you and your goals will stop you. So it will be very inconvenient, but you keep attacking, you keep going forward, you keep stretching. And that's what we did. Most 90% of all the revenues that came in year to year, we invested them constantly. And it gets to a point we see that it starts to make sense. And that is financial intelligence. And nobody controls that by you. And so when you don't have that kind of intelligence, then you have to become a thief to have money. That's why you can see some people, technically, officially, they are thieves. They work with government agencies. They have a lot of money. You don't know where they have that kind of money. You don't know. And they say that, no, you have to be truthful with money. When you're intelligent, you can also foresee the problems that will come. That's why you are always trying to work with what is truth, what is honest, because then when you fall, you can get back. But when you are the one, just like the young boy with a gun trying to kill people to take their money, he's not intelligent. He's foolish. Because when you take gun and you want to threaten people and take their money, by all means, they will take you down, or the law will come after you. So when you are intelligent, you work within your morals and your ethics and the laws. So and you put the pressure on you. You don't push the pressure away. You put the pressure on you. The discomfort is on you, not on the others. So you have to strain yourself to say that this is how we are going to manage our finances until we get to this level. So financial intelligence is a journey. It's a tough one. And if you start early, you will reach there. And all of us must reach there. And you have to get to a point, and let's say I spend 10,000 every month, and I've worked for the last 30 years. I should be able to have investments that are bringing 10,000 or more every month. So if I lose the job, if I lose the business, those investments will continue to bring money. That is somebody who has been very intelligent with their finances. Many people will buy nice cars, nice phone, nice computer. They will change girls, they will even divorce their wife, the one that struggle with them, and go and take a young girl. And that young girl is coming because they think you have money. They don't think that you're not intelligent that much. That's why you took them. And when the money goes, that girl will leave you, and you will not think like that, because most people. So you put these things together, you work on them, and you're patient. You work on them day after day. You're becoming better. And that is what financial intelligence really is about. And it will show when you are very much up there with your financial intelligence. It will show in your numbers. It will show in bank accounts, in your investments. It will show. You cannot be that intelligent financially and not solve your financial problems. No, you will solve them, because then you are there. That's where you start to experience the independence. You start to experience the freedom. You have control over your time, because you have paid the price. You have paid your dues. So I want to say thank you very much for taking your time to watch this one. So if you just join us, Financial Intelligence, please share the channel. Share so that other people will join. Our problem as Africans, a lot of the decisions that we make with money, they prove that financially we are not there. Financially, the global financial structure, we are not part of it. And yet the one that we have, we are also not exploiting it. We are not learning it. We are not, cutting them to the cellular level so that we can understand what works for us. Many of us, we don't. So it's always one problem of finance to the other. You're a teacher, you are always writing overdraft. For the last 5 years, 10 years, you are always writing overdraft. You are never, the month has never gone that you didn't take, my salary before. And you are in a village teaching. There's a big land there. You can do cassava, plantain, cocoa. After classes, you can do that. You don't want to do it because you are cratchy. Financially, you are not there. 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 When you are there, you will see it. When you are there, you will see the financial intelligence. You will see it. If you're there, you will see it. You're an officer. You work in a place where you can buy, let's say, maize, store them, and sell them when the season, when the prices are good. You are not doing that. You're using the money to chase little girls because you get money. Continue. Go ahead. Your time will come. So financial intelligence, you achieve that by setting your financial plans and knowing that you have to go beyond one source of income. And you have to put, something in your stomach. Distort yourself so that you can save money. You and the girl you are going to marry, you have 50,000. And it took you 5 years to save that 50,000. And you want to blow that 50,000 in one day. And your mother does not have, your father does not have. The girl too, the mother does not have, the father does not have. Nobody will come to your aid if there's a problem. And you blow all the 50,000 in a day because you say it's your day. That marriage has no future. You will go through a lot of financial difficulties. And one of the top reasons why people divorce is because of financially related issues. Many people, if the finances are okay, they will, the marriage will work for a very long time. So don't spend all the 50,000 on one day, knowing very well that we know but why are you blowing that cash? Use 10,000 to do a very nice wedding, and keep the 40,000 and go and do something. Go and do some investment. And when I talk of investment, I'm not talking of giving your money to banks. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking of you investing money in agriculture, in a business, in something that you have control over, that will grow in value and that will cash flow. So you have to study that. What can you trade? What can you store? Where can you store the money? What can you put the money in to bring you something? That is what you want to do. And you start life with that. The moment you and the girl you marry, you start life. You say, no, this is what we want to do. Stop talking and say that you just married 2 years. You are renting this nice place you want to go and build. No, invest the money in something that will bring money before you go and think of building a house. You have master's degree. You want to do PhD. You are 45. You are 50. You have no investment, but you want to go and do PhD. I don't know who will bewitch us. And by the time you finish that PhD, 200,000 is gone. And your only hope for retirement is in it. And go and put that 200,000 in something. Go to your village. Go and buy a very big land and see what the boys you can do with them. Manage them. They will frustrate you, but you come out with something. Maybe cattle, maybe whatever that interests you, that you have control, that you think is profitable. Put the money there so that you don't become a poor person. You don't have to die poor. If you can start poor, but I don't think that you must die poor. And if you increase your financial intelligence, you will never die poor. And yet many people will work all their life as professionals, doctor, lawyer, engineer. And at the latter part of their lives, if their children don't step in, they die like nothing. They die like they never lived. That is not the way. As a matter of fact, when you're dying, that should be the time that your wealth is exploding. That should be the time. That's why they said that a righteous man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, because the righteous man does not die poor. That's why they didn't tell you. The righteous man will not die poor. Why? Because he was intelligent with their finances. Was intelligent with their finances. They made right investment. They controlled it. They increased in their wisdom with knowledge, with their finances. So don't just hope that when you're dying, because maybe from 70 you start to have some health complications. You go to hospital, they're looking for 10,000. If you don't have it, you will shorten your life. Or you have to call everybody to come and support you. Meanwhile, when you were in your peak, you were blowing the cars, you were buying Benz, Mercedes, you were changing houses, and you were traveling everywhere with every girl. No, that is not it. That is not it at all. That is not it at all. So study this. Study. We can start poor, but we don't have to end poor. And Africans, I dare say, if you pick the intelligence level of all the races in the world, our choices prove that financial intelligence, we are not up to it. Our choices prove that. What we are obsessed with, the things that we discuss, the things that get our money. When others are building things that will bring money, we are just finishing, we are spending money. And we have to change that. We have to increase. And that's why you don't have to be desperate to say that I need them. You have 10,000, you want to travel. Okay, go. That is not it. What can you invest that money in? What can you invest that money in that will start to give back to you? That will start to bring, because the things that you have invested in, those are the things that will bring you the freedom. The things that you have invested in. What is it that you want to invest in? You want to invest in business? You want to invest in agriculture? You want to invest in properties? What is it that you want to invest in? But first of all, invest in your intelligence. Grow your mind. And then some of these things, we have studied them for the last 20 years. We're not born to a rich family. We're not born, my father was a teacher. My mother was a nurse, a nursing assistant, if you understand that one. It's not, she didn't even go to nursing school, So this one, that is not like you come from a very rich family, they taught you, they didn't. We had to read, we had to search, we had to make a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors. We have to study. So it doesn't matter your background. You can learn. People would disown. People will disown you, if that is an English word. People will fight you, disagree with you. It doesn't matter. Continue to learn, continue to challenge your thought, and know that I have to increase in this knowledge. I have to. When they put cash flow there, do you understand it? When they tell you to budget on a project, do you understand it? When they say that this is not making profit, do you understand it? When you go to the bank and they say that the interest rate on this is this, do you understand it? If they say that they are charging you this VAT, can you calculate it? Don't sing songs. The beautiful girls that we have here, they are not bothered of anything important. They just will go to the phone and just do that and dance. That's what these our girls are doing. Yeah, we need a lot of them to be very much express the intelligence that they have. Beautiful, but the intelligence level, I don't know. And almost all of them would want to become comedians or star, what we call star on TV, so that they become successful. You can come to the screen, become a TV something. But your intelligence will show. After all, when you are out of the limelight, we will see it. Some of our footballers, when they go out of the play, you see it. Their intelligence. When they were getting the money, they were building big houses and buying nice cars. Now that the money is not coming, where is their business? Where is their investment? Where is it? Can they hold it? And if you are not a footballer, you're not a musician, you're not a star, it does not mean you cannot be rich. The difference is your intelligence. They may have the buck early. Maybe they started to sing. So by the time they are 20 years, they are popular. People people pay them for adverts. They go to shows, they get money, no problem. Or you play football, they give you a lot of money, no problem. But maybe you're just an ordinary person like me, somewhere. Yours will be gradual, but you can build. By the time that you are all 50 or 40 or 60, the difference will not be because the guy was singing or play football. The difference will be that you didn't improve your financial intelligence. If you are poor at that time, if you're struggling with your finances, it's not because you were not lucky. It was because you were unintelligent financially. So don't just try to become a professor. Don't just try to become a great surgeon. Don't just try to become a police officer or IDP or a politician even. Almost all the time, increase your financial intelligence. Read, search, buy books on this, read articles on this, put them into practice, have a structure, have a routine. Be patient, don't be frustrated. Be patient. Give yourself time, give yourself 10 years. You're going this, you're improving, you're learning. Every day, read about it. The morning devotion is okay. The Bible reading is okay. Put it somewhere because you have read the Bible. Are you still stealing? Because that's not the solution. The solution is that your financial intelligence is low. That's why you don't have control over your money. So we know it. So go and have develop your financial intelligence. Read books, search it. Get a book tomorrow. Go and get a book. Go to Amazon Kindle. If you don't have any book at all, I can recommend mine for you. You can read it. This is Unlimited Opportunities. A lot of Africans think that they have no opportunities here. When your intelligence is high, you see opportunities everywhere. When your intelligence is low, you are thinking that there's no opportunity in Africa. That's a lie. That's why the Chinese are here. If there's no opportunities, they go to the airport and see they're coming like an ant, and you want to go to American visa. When they refuse you, you are crying. When they refuse you, don't cry. If you want to go there, go and apply again. Apply till they give you. But really, that's not what you need. What you need is financial intelligence. Because after all, you want to go to America because you want to become successful. You think that once you get there, you become successful. Ask my friend, Desheba, ask him if once you get there, you'll be successful. Ask him, he will tell you. This is perspective, how to develop the mindset to start and build your business. One of the greatest investments that we do is to own a business. Own a business, even if it's Kelowele that you're selling, it's a business. Develop your mind because there are a lot of information that they have hidden from Africans. Even our experts, when they are talking, they cannot separate the information that works here and the information that does not work here. Our experts, I've listened to many experts, whether it's finance or whether it's politics or religion. When they are talking, they put all of us in the global, they put whatever is working in America. Obviously, they are the ones teaching them. Europeans, they teach. But the thing is that when you go to the ground, a lot of the things that they are teaching us, Africa is a very independent culture, and you must know what works here. If you don't understand what works here, and as a matter of fact, if you don't have self-awareness, you cannot develop courage, and you cannot be tough for the journey. And yet they have confused us so that we know a lot of the times they are bombarding us with Elon Musk and Bill Gates and all these guys, and they are billionaires and they're world billionaires. No, they are not the world billionaires. They are the Western billionaires because the path that they took, we don't have those tools here. So our billionaires will be different. Our approach will be different. So sometimes when I watch those things, I become depressed because the tools that they are using to create they build their empire work with the West. Not many people in Africa can apply that genuinely. You start a business, they give you venture capital. How many venture capital companies that we have in Ghana? The one that the government had to, even the other guy, they took him to court, the guy who was leading it. So our path is different. Resilience, how to be tough for the journey. And this is a Streamline, how to teach yourself money. They will not teach you this in the university. That's why the professor does not have money. Many professors don't know what to do. The money that comes to them, they don't know where to invest it. Some of them, they go on retirement, they have nothing. The few who are intelligent, they studied it beyond the course. So maybe you are your age mate, you're a professor. Don't just say that it's not important. It's important too. Even if you don't want the money, leave it for your children's children. So prove it. Don't tell me that I don't want the money. No problem. But your children's children will need that money. Leave it to them. They said that the righteous man shall leave inheritance for his children's children. So the righteous man just occurred to me that he didn't die poor. So the unrighteous would die poor. So if you die poor, it's likely that you're not unrighteous. Maybe, I don't know. Don't mind me. I'm just having fun. So intelligence is key. Our books are on Kindle, Amazon, and you can call my number 024-6631-874. 024-6631-874. Send me WhatsApp. We can arrange and we can post them to you. Educate yourself. If you don't know, if you're 25 years as an African, if you're 30 years as an African, the key things that you need to live a successful life, they have hidden it from you. I'm telling you today. A lot of the things that the information that they give to us in the school, on TV, in the media, they will not make you successful. We are here. They are bombarding us with all kind of jokes and realities all the time. So the things that will make you build a factory becomes financially independent. Think and become, develop your intellectual capacity so that you can be happy and interpret things. They hide them from us. They don't even put. So when you're African, and then now we have replaced that with religion. So it's constantly, that's why you have religion everywhere, because the key things that we are responsible that we have to learn, no. And so a lot of our brilliant minds are lost. A lot of our brilliant minds are lost. And you can tell yourself that I'm not going to be a part of this kind of numbers. I want to re-educate myself. So study money. If anybody wants to control you, they'll tell you money is not important. Read it, search it. Don't steal it. Learn it, have a plan. There are 1,001 ways that you can become successful in our country. Maybe 80% of them is in the agric value chain. The rest maybe is in retail. To get money, a lot of people. The other day, a young man just sent me a message. He said that I heard you talk about something. Do something with your life. And he had just finished NAPCO. He said he didn't even have 10 pesos. And then he said that, okay, I will find a way to get maize to poultry owners. So he did his, he went around, talked to people who wanted to order maize from him. He got the maize supplied to got the sauce supplied to the poultry farmers. And he said that within a year, he had 40,000 cedis. 40,000, and he started to buy land. And he's now even into farming. You are saying there's no opportunity here. There are 1,001 opportunities. The problem is the intelligence level, your financial intelligence level. That is the problem. It is not that there are no opportunities here. You are looking for economic opportunity. It is in your financial intelligence. It is in your financial intelligence. My number is 0246631 874 0246631 Send me WhatsApp if you want copies of our books. Get them, read them. They will help you. Many people will have started to reorganize their thoughts, their minds, their finances, their families, because it's new knowledge. It's knowledge that you need. And so if they confuse you, your life will be confused. The only reason you're confused in life is because mentally you're confused. The moment you are liberated mentally, your life will just go on. The things that you think are frustrating, they are frustrating to you because mentally you're frustrated. The moment you can separate your thoughts and focus on the main things, you become successful. It does not matter your profession that you have here. And I was a teacher in Ghana, I didn't have anything. You're a teacher in Ghana, but you were unintelligent with your finances. That's why you didn't have anything. If you're intelligent with your finances, if you're intelligent financially, that teaching, you will still become great in that teaching. If you're intelligent, you will still become great with that police, the police officer that you are, the nurse, the doctor that you are. If you're financially intelligent, the farmer that you are selling KK, you sell that KK and build wealth. You have one kiosk, you sell matches. If you're financially intelligent, you will explode. If you're financially intelligent, you'll be a contractor and you'll be successful. Whatever that you do, because your decisions then will be accurate. Your decisions will be informed. You have structure. And that's how you build wealth. And so the problem is not, they don't pay us salary well. That's not the problem. The problem is that financially you're unintelligent. That is the problem. And it's hard for us to accept it. But that is the basic fact. And that's why when you start to get different form of knowledge, you start to organize your finances. And once you start to organize your finances, you see that your life starts to go where you really want your life to go. And you become fulfilled. You become happy. You start to feel like, I'm doing something worthwhile. You will not go behind and change figures because you will not need that. Any little thing that comes to you, you make proper decisions and choices with it. That will prove that financially you're very much intelligent. So if you join us, my name is Kwabena Darko. We are talking about financial intelligence. It's one of the topics that I think is crucially needed. This one is very much needed. You are not going to be successful if you're financially foolish, if you're financially unintelligent. You mess up a lot of things. You crash your business, you crash your family, you crash the country, you crash everything. Because when the money comes, you're going to buy things that will not bring money. Showmanship, you want person or you person will be who's when you ska. To when you scan and the bees and China so better. What to Hoya or bread. When you go out for 3 girlfriends, Obo for ma. Obey sober. Today, you don't want to, yeah, what does it? You are not intelligent because that is economic thing that you know. So educate yourself. All of us, no matter which family, you can be in any village. It really does not matter. You can maybe you say that okay in Ghana, maybe 50% of us don't have education beyond SS level. Maybe 50% or more of us don't have education beyond the secondary level. I don't think that we may have about 40% of our people with first degree or less higher education. I don't think so. You know, so many of our people with SHS or secondary education will be the drivers, the mason, the carpenters, the traders. You know, many of our people are in that category. And maybe the JSS or below. And if you look at the institutions and corporations and organizations that are taking advantage of a lot of our people, most of them are in that category. They design products to extort a lot from this category of our people. Check it. When they designed this gold thing that the boy was taking a lot of money, many of the people, I'm not saying all, but many of them were this kind of people because financially they were not there. Even the higher education people, some of them leading higher institutions were still caught up in that because the financial intelligence was low. But my concern is with the guy who finished SSS, JSS, primary school, didn't go any further. He's trading, he's a carpenter, he's a mechanic, he's selling spare parts, he's selling brony well, he's a farmer, he's doing something for himself, he's a painter, he gets money. And that person gets money, he takes it to somebody who said, I multiply that money for me. He's going to Malam, he's going to a pastor, somewhere he's hoping that supernaturally his life will change. He has no plan. He has no plan that he's working with for the next 10 years. He has no budget for any project. He's just using his feelings and superstition. He does not read any book anywhere. And how are we going to lift such many of our people in that category to become prosperous when financially the mindset is weak, the skill set is weak, the emotions are not there? Talk to them and see. Tomorrow when you go out, talk to them. Talk to your sister who is selling cocoa or wache or who goes to the market all the time. They are the ones who are every Friday, they are going to pray for God to change their finances. Whatever you say, they will agree because everything is in the hands of God. Your finances, you must have a structure. You must have a structure. Other than that, people will continue to tell you. and many of them, when you see, they will shine. They will have finances, but then boom, everything is gone. Why? Because there was no structure. The intelligence was low. So why is the security to your financial prosperity is your financial intelligence? It's not like, oh, one day, everything, you will lose it. Those are not true. Your financial intelligence, they say, well, it's unpredictable. Because then you made bad decisions and choices. You didn't structure them well. That was it. If it happens to you, it's not because there is some force somewhere that is making sure that some people will rise and some people will fall. No, some people will rise and some people will fall because some people will make stupid decisions. That's all. Wrong decisions. That is what will bring your finances down. It's not some spirit somewhere trying to like the way we've been taught. We've been taught into submission. We've been taught into subjugation. We've been taught to be not. We've been taught to live that one day everything that I'm enjoying today can go away. It is not true. It is not true. It will go away because you started to become unintelligent. It is not true. It is so true that you can live your life all through successful financially, in your health, in your relationship, and die. There are functions of quality decisions and choices, which are derivatives of intelligence. Financial intelligence. All right, these are things that come. So let's learn. Don't live in fear. They have put all of us in fear. So everybody thinks that today you're successful, tomorrow it is not true. It is not true. Even mafias, drug dealers have lived all their lives with money. They didn't die in poverty. And good men have died in poverty because they didn't have the intelligence to control the wealth. It's not because there's a demon somewhere trying to fight you. And that's what they have done to the African mind. So we believe that even if you're successful today, tomorrow it will go out of your hand. So we live in fear and panic all the time. Fear and panic. Take the fear out. The intelligence will blow the fear out. When you're financially intelligent, you are not afraid of your financial future. Because you know that even if everything falls, you can build them back again. Even if everything falls, you can build them back again. And you are not going to confuse anybody and blame anybody for your financial difficulties. The moment you start to blame your grandfather, your mother, and all those people, why you are not doing well financially, you are not intelligent. You're still foolish, So, Mr. Darko, I'm not in Ghana, but I've learned a lot since I started listening to you. I'm in Ghana, but they still can't get me. If you tell them to invest, they don't know to invest. Yes, because we think that money is for showmanship. The wedding and the social media, big weddings that we think, no, you have big wedding, does not mean that you have money. As a matter of fact, those with money don't splash money like that. Those who didn't work for the money, those are the ones who are trying to show you big weddings. Those who work for the money are very careful with how they spend the money. You watch it. A lot of the people who are trying to show you big, this, most of them didn't work for anything. And they are confusing the people. They are confusing the young ones. They are confusing the young girls. They are confusing them. They're shifting their mind. You live in a country that the boy thinks that once Manchester United and Chelsea is playing, he can stick lotto and you become rich. You live in a country that the boy thinks that once he takes the money to church and gives it to God, you become rich. He goes to the Malam, you become rich. Those are confusion. That is not the truth. Wealth is not lotto. Wealth is not sakawa. What is not? What is a structure? What is information? It's intelligence. So when we talk, when we engage you and we are having discussion, we will know whether your financial knowledge is up, your financial intelligence is up, or your financial intelligence is somewhere. And many times, those who have no idea what financial intelligence is, they are the ones debating. They are debating. They want to debate all the time and talk. So steady. God did not put us here for us to be nothing and for anything to happen to us. Our country, the finances will change when the intelligence of those who are making the financial decisions and choices for our country improve. If they operate at the same level, it will not go anywhere. So I want to recap, and if you want to join us, maybe you can join us. So my name is Obeng Darko. This is one of the topics that you need, because if a man is not free financially, he's not free anywhere. If you're not free financially, now even if you go to university, they pay. If you want the right courses, you can pay. You are pushing your child to study hard, which is good. But when they get to the university, they can go there with 6 and still not be given the right course. Why? Because now they're asking for money. You're asking for money. They are asking for money for good courses. So you better save money for your children's future. So that when they get to the university, you can pay. We are mentally lazy. We hate to hear the truth. Like you said, we expect a miracle out of blues. I'm a victim. I'm glad I started listening to you. No, your finances won't change because somebody told you that once you bring money to me, that's a lie. That's why he's the one with the Land Cruiser and everything, and you have nothing. And you have given him money. And you have given him money, and you still don't have much. Why? Because that is not the way it is, That is not the way it is. So you have to study if you want to really become wealthy. You have to study, read, search, improve your finances. Don't let anybody trick you. Your finances will not change until your financial intelligence improve. So when poor people are telling you, oh God, I prayed to God and he gave me visa and I had a job, that is not what we are talking about. So if you just join us, I'm talking about financial intelligence. I'm saying that it comes out of, you can only have it when you have the right financial information, the right financial discipline, the right financial courage, the right financial mindset. You know how to budget your money, how to set goal for yourself. When you're taking loan, you know what it means, what it does not mean. When you're spending money, you know whether you are buying an asset or you are buying a liability. You know what is an investment. It means that your intelligence is high, and you have courage. to go after your dream, no matter the difficulties. You are resilient, you're tough. And when you set goals, you are not hoping that it will get soft. Good evening, please. I have a question. How can you be able to manage your family as a successful entrepreneur like you? Is there some challenges to avoid? Yeah, family. Okay, we will solve that. Family, just don't make yourself King Kong in the family. Make yourself as a human being as any other, especially with the woman, and just let people be themselves and operate and be the one responsible for the mess. Okay, so you can join us. I've put the link there. I think you can join us if you want. Join us. Let's have a discussion.